This video is in response to a very important issue that we've been having on the DreamHost server. DreamHost is wanting us to pay extra for certain services, and it's called DreamPress. And Jason Malari did put DreamPress on one of the domains. I think it was the alruckershow.com. See how it says DreamPress? So Mr. Rucker has to pay $30 additional a month for this, and he's still not getting the results that he's supposed to be getting. There's still issues. So what I've done is wrote a code that will bypass any of the issues and enhance the performance of the server. DreamHost in their policy shows that we have access to the command line. So bypassing support, you don't have to call support. You just have to write the code, copy and paste the code that I've written, and it will enhance the ability of the server, because we're in a shared server setting, and all we have to do is just update the code to be able to only affect our domains. I'm going to show you how to do that. So at first I was getting many errors. For example, on the Hatitude site, it was loading, then it's not loading, back up, it's loading, it's back up, loading, it's not loading. And then finally, on my last test that I put up, it's been 7 days and I haven't had any issues, instead of it being back to back. So at first I was getting let's see, not loading, and now I'm getting the is back up. So I'm going to show you how I did it. So you see that this site is down. I have demos, like for the Dolce site, I can't access them, and none of the team can access them. So all you have to do is log into the FTP server, and this is number 12, this is number 12. Then create a folder on your desktop for that. So I'm in Rucker Advertising, Control Shift N, and 0, 1, 2. Now I'm going to go in that directory. I'm going to put original files. And in this directory for original files, I'm taking my htaccess file. I'm going to take my wp config file. And then I'm going to take my wp includes file. My defaults constants in wp. That looks like I've already updated this one when I was testing things. Alright, so now they're there. I want to copy these. But I can go here. My original files. Copy. Paste. Now I want to open up each one of these files. Open with Notepad editor. And this is my code. So for my htaccess file, it doesn't have some of this extra code right here. This is enhancing memory and telling the server how to handle memory related issues. Save. Close that out. Then drag and drop that to your root folder. This right here, you can delete this because I already backed it up. Remember my original files. Delete. Yes. htaccess pulled over. Now, I'm also going to go to file permission. I don't want the server updating. I don't want any server updates, because if it updates, then it's going to erase my code. So we're going to turn this to 444. Is read only, no write permissions. Then we'll go to the site, hit refresh, and see if that changed anything. Alright, so that didn't work. So we'll go to the next line of code on my list. We need to go to the WP config, and we need to add this line of code. Well, I need to actually put this up here too. put them together so you can stay in order. Alright, so now let's go to my WP config. Open with. You can open it with Notepad or Notepad++. There it goes. At the very top, under PHP, just copy and paste my code. Take this right here, increase the memory, and go right here and tell it to no more taking updates. I don't want any more updates for the core WordPress. We can update our themes, we can update our software, but update WordPress itself, I don't want that, because then it changes things. They have this new Gutenberg and it changed how things work, and it messes with our server. Alright, so now that that's done, gonna delete WP config. And hit refresh. Alright, hit refresh and see if that changed anything. Oh, this is the Primacy site. I thought that was the Dolce site. I was looking for the Dolce site and couldn't get the update files for it. Alright, so that worked. But there's still one more. Let's look at default constants. And I need to make sure, look, the memory is not updated. So WP memory limit needs to be 128 on both of these. So we're going to increase the server memory. We're bypassing customer support. I don't want to see anybody putting forums out there being like, hey, if you want to upgrade your memory in DreamHost, do this. Don't do that, because I don't want any heat being brought to us, any attention. We have every right to do this. We're not hacking or anything like that. But still, if they have, you know, 1 million customers and everybody started doing what we're doing, then they would probably change up their rate plans, increase fees, and all this stuff. So just let the few who have the knowledge know how to. So 128 plus 128 equals 256. Now I see that it says our max memory limit was 256. So I'm just telling it to be able to increase our RAM, random access memory, by 128 for each one of these. Combined is 256. It's not hurting anybody. Alright. And that's going to be in WP includes. Look for default constants. And see, look at the file permissions. 644 is written over. I actually wrote that before. That's why you see original and old and all that. WordPress made an update. I don't want those updates. They can update other files, but not this file. So I'm going to delete that default constants. And I'm going to pull over my new default constants. Shows the new date, 5th, that's my new one. Then I'm going to go to file permissions. I'm going to put that 444 on it. You can read it, you can use it, that's it. Alright, go to our website, double check our work. So we're increasing the memory performance of our site so we can be able to get these. See, 7 days ago, Hatitude, the site was down for approximately 9 minutes, but it's up again. It's having memory issues. That's fixed. That was for Hatitude. And now I want to do this for all of our sites. So for training, anybody that would like to participate in this training, whether it be in the BDM side or in America on the Rucker side, whoever wants to train, I would like to do screen share sessions and ensure and monitor that you're updating this right. And I want to do it on the test server for all of our test domains before you start updating real domains. See, all these are test domains. In Rucker Advertising, I set up several test domains for us to practice for education. And once you prove to me that you can modify this on the server, on the test server, then we can go ahead and start upgrading, and you can start going to the actual real servers for Mr. Rucker sites. That concludes this training tutorial.